I stumbled upon another article from the Vegan Bros which claimed that beer is vegan, and it triggered my agreeable self again. The Vegan Bros argued that claiming that beer is not vegan can deter normal people from going vegan. See, I like these guys, they're fit, awesome, and can be positive role models with their success. Yet are they truly right? Should we drink beer? And should we drink alcohol altogether? And trust me, you might not like the answers. On the screen you'll see a glimpse of the 3 points you will learn about today. See, I have a twisted relationship with alcohol altogether. The first time I was drunk, I probably was 13 years old, at my friend's place. When I was about 16 or 17, I frequently drank to blackouts. I mean literally, knowing nothing about what we did the night the next day. I remember vomiting my brain out in Thailand on my 19th birthday in a bathroom that I shared with 12 people. After I was finished and laying half dead in my bed, I heard a guy stepping into the vomit-infested bathroom and yelling, "Who the f*** did this?" Yeah, fun times. After about that time I realized that alcohol can be a huge problem. Number 1, the problem with alcohol. It took me some time and a couple of tough hangovers to accept that fact. But since about 3 years I haven't drank a single sip of alcohol. So before I want to tell you if beer is vegan, here are 3 things that we need to know about drinking alcohol altogether. Number 1, social acceptance. On those party nights in my teens, I remember driving with a friend of a friend to a bar. He was drunk driving, but we really didn't care back then. It is something that he has done frequently. 1 to 2 weeks after that incident, I got a text message from one of my buddies saying that the guy got in a severe accident while he was drunk driving again. He was fine, but he was driving with his little sister. His little sister died in that accident. See, I have a little sister and I could not live with myself if the reason of her death was me making stupid choices. This incident showed me that what we think is socially acceptable sometimes turns out to be a mentally weak and foolish behavior. Number 2, alcohol is used to soften the pain of rejection. After my last relationship ended, I remember feeling helpless. I was not going out to parties and I was not drinking. How could I possibly get girls? After about a year of feeling like I had no control, I got in contact with a dating coach. I had this guy, his name is Janos, on this channel before. It made me realize that every single thing that we know about girls is wrong. I didn't drink alcohol for the last 3 years, but honestly, the last 2 years of my life were probably the most sexually active phases I ever had. You do not need alcohol to get laid buddies. All you need is practice and self-confidence. A little bit of muscles definitely help too. This got me to the conclusion that number 3, alcohol masks underlying problems. One benefit of alcohol is that it prohibits you from overthinking, yet it also removes your capacity of learning from your mistakes. Yet the only way you get better in anything is if you're learning from your mistakes at all. I'm not saying that this is always the case, but for most people, drinking alcohol is a way to mask a deeper issue that you should indeed be focused on solving. For most people, beer or liquor is a way to stop feeling empty. So point number 2, don't put a plaster on an injury that needs surgery. If you still decide to drink beer or alcohol in general after realizing these 3 points, you need to be aware of Isinglass. Is in what, you might ask? Number 3, Isinglass is a substance derived from the dried swim bladders of fish. It is used to accelerate the process of clarification in beer. Beer will clear itself naturally, but Isinglass helps speed up the process. Isinglass combines itself with yeast, which helps it settle down on the bottom of the beverage. Isinglass works like a fishing net, the irony, and settles all the yeast and protein molecules the producers don't want to have in their beer at the bottom of the beverage. In short, Isinglass is a clarifying agent derived from fish bladders. Almost all Swiss and German beers are brewed in the traditional way and are vegan. Beer in the UK is usually a bigger issue. Conclusion: is beer vegan? So if you go by the definition of the Vegan Society, which defines veganism as a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as is possible and practicable all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing or any other purpose, we have to come to the conclusion that Isinglass and some beers indeed are not always vegan. I would understand if we claim beer would be vegan if it would be necessary for our survival. But no, it isn't crucial to our survival. Well, at least for most people. In my opinion, a good way to understand if a substance is vegan is if you take a look at the hierarchy of needs by Maslow. If the substance is in the lower part of the pyramid and necessary for your survival, let's say the death of insects by farming crops for humans, then the thing is vegan. If it's on the higher end and simply a substance for pleasure, for example, like beer or honey, then I must disagree and claim that it's not vegan. But this doesn't mean that you should alienate your friends. Don't be paranoid, guys. Most of the beer that you find in bottles, cans or kegs is vegan. If you're unsure about the beer brand, check out barnivore.com. It's an easy tool to help you find out if the alcoholic beverage that you're planning to drink is vegan. But honestly guys, I do not recommend you drinking alcohol at all. The mission of this YouTube channel is to put veganism across the goal line. If you want to help us achieve that, like and subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Let's make food production great again.